Wondering how to organize your music center materials? Keep watching for ways to keep your materials easy to find and tidy. For music education tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. Hi, I'm Aileen Miracle from the blog Mrs. Miracle's Music Room. I'm an elementary music educator who loves to share ideas for the music room, and I'm excited to share some ideas with you today. I've blogged about centers and I've also presented workshops about centers, so today we're going to talk about how to organize your centers. So recently I posted some videos about centers. I have a video about what centers are and why you should use them in the music classroom, a video about melodic centers in the first grade classroom, and a video about rhythmic centers in the first grade classroom. But those ideas could be adapted to other grade levels and other concepts. I will link to those 3 videos below, so make sure that you check them out. So, how to organize your centers. I'm going to be completely honest and tell you that I'm not by nature a really organized person, at least with my physical things, with my physical belongings. I am a type of person who will often just like shove things in a drawer because I just can't deal with it. But I have learned about myself that if I have labels for things and I put things in certain spots, depending on those labels, I am so much more organized. So I kind of have to force the organization upon myself, but then it's so much better. So in years past, when I've done centers, it's all been kind of like a jumbled mess, and I'm just pulling things from different locations and then putting them back in those locations, and then it's hard to find. So this year I got a lot more organized, and I found out about these tubs right here that I will link to below through Amazon, and they open right up. And then what's awesome is I can fit all of the centers for a particular concept all in here. So like with this, I have some instrument parts that students need to play, and I have some worksheets for So, Me, and La. And then underneath that, I have some bags of googly eyes for staff writing, because I did this right around Halloween time. And I have some poke cards where kids poke the correct answer and then check their answer on the back and see if it's circled. And I have those in my store. I can link to those as well. And I have some of the little cupcake pokers right here, super cute ghost and a pumpkin. Just anything that I would need for those centers, I've put in here so that next year when I go to do the same centers, it's super easy and I can pull them right out. Now, on the front of this, I'll show you. These are my differentiated centers for La. So I have, I made this sign right here in PowerPoint and with some cute fonts, and then I just cut them out and put them right onto the tub. But if you check the link below, I'm going to put a free download with a bunch of different signs. So whether or not your centers are differentiated or not, I'm going to have some signs that will just say centers for La, and others that will say differentiated centers for La, and some that will say centers for half note, and all sorts of stuff, so that everything is in one location and super easy to find. And I also want to show you, if you do anything with escape rooms, you can keep all of your escape room materials also in tubs like these. I find this really helpful. I have an escape room Christmas set where they play dreidel at one of them, so I put the dreidel in there. I have some worksheets, like here are the escape room sheets that they have to fill out with the letter they find at each task, and then, you know, some cards for one of the tasks there. So really anything that you would need, like you could also put a lock in here, you know, keys, anything like that that you're using for the escape room. And then, like I said, it just makes it so much easier to find it when you go to use it the next time. I also want to show you, sometimes I put some centers materials not in the tub, but I put them in these cardboard magazine holders from IKEA. And the reason that sometimes I put materials in here is that they might be materials that I'm using not just during centers, but like throughout the year. So for example, I've done Ta and TT centers where students are, reading rhythm patterns on music stands and they're playing them on non-pitch percussion. But then I also use these not during centers, but during a regular lesson. So I want to make sure that these are easy to find. So these magazine holders, like I said, from IKEA, just make it easy to put in, everything for that one concept. And this label right here, I got this on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I will link to that below as well. They're just really cute little labels. And then I'll show you, I have one for La, so I have all my rhythmic concepts and all my melodic concepps, and then I can put things like for La, I have some stick notation patterns and some staff notation patterns, and anything that you would use for that concept you can put into that bin, and then you can use it throughout the year, not just during centers. And I also use those same holders from IKEA for recorder materials and ukulele materials. So they're really versatile. Any unit you have or any concept could go into those magazine racks. Comment below with any questions you have about Center's organization or any ideas that you have. If you want to join a community of like-minded music educators, I have a Facebook group called Mrs. Miracle's Chat Room, and we talk about centers and organization and songs and strategies and anything you can think of for the music room. I will leave a link to that below as well. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with other music educators. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.